This is a Japanese fortune-telling game. It led to suicides in Japan after some people found out some bleak predictions for their futures. You will need a comb and something with which to cover your face and head to a crossroads at night. At the crossroads, the speaker makes the comb speak 3 times by running their fingers down their teeth. Huh? Damn. The speaker then repeats 3 times, Tuji Ura, grant me a true response. Wait at the crossroads until someone approaches. If a stranger approaches the crossroads, cover your face and ask the stranger to tell you your fortune. If the stranger doesn't respond or refuses to respond, you can uncover your face and wait for a new stranger to try again. If the stranger tells you your fortune, wait until they leave and then you may uncover your face. Whatever the stranger has told you is your fortune. I don't believe in this, to be honest. I don't believe a stranger is going to impact my life in any way. What if someone tells you your fortune, they're like, you're about to get hit by a car, and then you get hit by a car. Oh, you'll die one day? I guess that's my fortune, I will die one day. Literally anyone can say anything and you can somehow relate it to your life. You'll drink water in the near future, you bet I will. I don't believe it. I want to, but I don't. It's because no one's ever told me anything that's actually happened, you know? If someone told me something and then it came true, then fine. I'll have some faith. I've just got no trust. The Sandman. One person lays face down on the floor, everyone else sits in a circle around them. One person is the speaker, everyone else is quiet. The speaker tells a story about how the laying down person was killed by a murderer and their body filled with sand. They lightly rub their arms or legs and talk about how the murderer filled them up with sand. At the end, the person stands up, they will feel as if their body is full of sand. I mean, this is an interesting, almost like, acting technique, you know? I feel like you can make your body feel any type of way if you're thinking. You try hard enough, right? Yeah, this I kind of believe. It's all psychological. You can make your body feel that way. Or it's like that trick when people were younger where it's like, imagine you're pushing 2 imaginary walls as hard as you can, and then at the end of it your arms are just going to move up on their own. It's because the pressure. It's always going to happen. But this one, it's all psychological. You can make yourself feel numb. I feel numb every day. The Bathtub Game is about conjuring the spirit of a young woman who died from falling in the bathtub. You play by hopping into a tub full of water with the lights off. You close your eyes and wash your hair, repeating a little chant while you visualize the woman in the bathtub slipping and falling to her death. Yuck. If you do it right, you're supposed to feel movement in the water behind you. Supposedly she's there with her rotting, tattered clothes. You will sense her and feel her. Don't open your eyes or she'll kill you right there. Why? Like, why? Why do you want a rotting woman joining you in the bathtub? Like, I love a bath. I could have one every day. Sometimes I do. I don't want a rotting woman joining me in there. Sure, a non-rotting woman is welcome, just not a rotting one. I just want to know why. I wanted to speak to people who play games like this and ask, why? What's going on in your life that you feel the need to do this? Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Central Dark, your place for all things horror. I'm your host Lucy McPhee, and these are the scary rituals you don't want to be involved in. Before we jump in, I want to shout out again Lindsay's brand new reaction channel, Peach. Head over there right after this video, it'll be linked below. Go subscribe and tell her Central Dark sent you. With that, let's jump in. The Midnight Game. Promptly at midnight, players follow instructions to summon the Midnight Man. Once the Midnight Man is summoned, game on. There's nothing else you can do but ride it out until 3:33 a.m. when the Midnight Man will leave. Players will each have a candle, lighter, and canister of salt. You're supposed to keep walking and moving around throughout the house in the dark. No other light or it won't work. If you feel a cold spot or if your candle flickers, the Midnight Man is said to be near you. If your candle goes out, you have 10 seconds to relight it or secure yourself in a circle of salt to protect yourself. If you don't get your candle going, you must sit in the salt circle until he leaves. Midnight Man. I imagine he looks something like the guy from Gerald's Game. The Midnight Man. Hiding in the shadows. Strange face, gonna lick your feet. You know? This is creepy again. Like, I get it, you know, friends coming together, wanting to do something scary to feel something, you know. It's not much to do these days. But still, a lot of these games people are playing solo and I do not agree with it. It's very strange. Just do something else. The sitting. Begin the sitting by having one participant take up the camera. This participant must say the words, "I caught you." Then pointing the camera forward toward the middle of the circle, the participant must take one picture. Pass the camera to the next participant in the circle. If using a digital camera, do not preview the image that was just taken. The next participant must also say the words, "I caught you," and take one picture with the camera facing forward. Repeat this process until every participant has taken 3 any pictures. The camera should make its way around the circle 3 times. Note, if a participant begins crying or feels nauseous, do not allow them to take any pictures. Instead, pass the camera around them to the next participant in the circle. After the camera has passed around the circle 3 times, put it down. Honestly, I never want to say the word participant again. That's why I do everything solo. I don't want participants. Anyway, what I assume is going to happen here, because I've got no answers as to what these rituals are trying to do, I just can only assume that they're going to spot some kind of demonic entity in their camera, or they're trying to snap a picture of something. Again, why do you want to do that? Like, I think people want to actively avoid doing something like that. Hide and seek alone. In this game, you summon a ghost into a doll at 3 AM and then invite the possessed doll for a friendly little game of hide and seek. Only when the doll is it doesn't tag you, it just stabs you. So this is a game you better hope you don't lose. Okay, this is a game I do not encourage anyone to play, ultimately. This is terrifying. I personally don't believe in it, that a doll has the power to hurt someone, because a doll is a doll and it does not move. But movies like The Conjuring, aka Annabelle, and Chucky also exist, so you just never know in life. But I think this is some bull. I don't fear a doll. Show me a doll I should fear. The Ouija board or spirit board. The Ouija or spirit board is basically a tool for spirit communications. The spirit uses you, your eyes, and your body as a vessel to move the planchette around on top of a board during a seance to spell out words and answer questions. Only instead of with your friends, you're exchanging messages from beyond. Okay. I have used a Ouija board in the past, and the one time I did use it, something strange did happen. I was with a group of friends, we were at a cottage. Yes, we had been drinking, but I think we were sober at this time. We lit candles, we got the Ouija board out, and we asked it questions that only one person knew the answer to. And then it answered. The answer was wrong, that the spirit gave, but then finally my friend turned to me and was like, oh no, I got the answer wrong, that was the correct answer. The spirit board got it right. Is that freaky? That's some freaky shit. Bathtub Game. Draw the curtains and turn off the lights. Sit in a circle with the other participants. Place the candles in the middle of the circle. Light them. Close your eyes. Place the palm of your hand on the book's cover. Ask the following question aloud. Red book, may I enter your game? Keep your eyes closed. Open the book to a random page. Place your finger on a random spot on the page. Open your eyes. Read the sentence your finger has landed on. This is your answer, although you must interpret it correctly to proceed. If the answer is negative or nonsensical, contact has not been made. Do not proceed. Try again. If the answer is positive, you may proceed. Each player must ask for and receive permission to enter the game. Okay, this one's a little freaky. I mean, there's so many games like this. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of games like this on this list, where it's gather in a circle, light a few candles, do this, do that. There's always a lot of setup. I hate a lot of setup. Anyway, this one is kind of ridiculous because you're just going off of what you land on in a page. If I land on a sentence that makes sense, I've instantly contacted the devil. If I don't, try again. You could land on anything. This is some bullshit. But I think you should all try it. Just kidding, I do not support these games, nor do I encourage anyone to play them. Devil's Mirror. In this game, one single player lights 12 black candles in a dark bathroom and closes her eyes until the stroke of midnight. When she opens her eyes and looks at the mirror, she'll be face to face with the Prince of Darkness himself. Creepy shit. Again, why? I think the ultimate question with this list is why? Why do people want to do this? I understand there's like, worshippers out there, Satanists, devil lovers, demon lovers. They want to, come face to face with the king of hell. At the end of the day, why? Just live your life. Stop trying to thirst after someone who may or may not exist, and by may I mean likely does not exist. The Triple Mirror Game. To play this game, a person first needs to protect themselves by spiritually cleansing the room and putting a line of salt across all thresholds and windowsills. The person then lights a white candle in the room and sets it on the threshold to attract the spirits in the building. Spirits are apparently mega curious about white candles for some reason, kind of like the way a laser pen used on a wall attracts cats. You're supposed to arrange 3 mirrors in the room so that you bounce the reflection of the door from one to another. It is said that if you gaze into the 3rd mirror, you can see the spirits that might be hanging around the home. Honestly, I don't want to see spirits that might be hanging around. I want to pretend they're not there. I want to pretend they don't exist. Sure, they might be there, but as long as we don't make contact, we Gucci. They can live with me all they want, but I just don't want to hang out Unless they're going to be pleasant about it. I'm scared they'll be mean. Well, there we have it. Thanks for tuning into this video. I've been your host, Lisa McPhee. Stick around for bloopers, if there are any. Don't think there are, to be honest. Note, if our oh, for God, I can't pronounce this word. I can't pronounce this word. Chuji-ura? Chuji-ura. Let's just go with that. Go find love somewhere else. Tinder's a thing for a reason. Only instead of with your friend. Only instead of... Or with... What?